Hey, what's up guys? Travis D here. I got an awesome review for you guys today. It's called 60 Seconds. It's a nuclear apocalyptic game set in the 1950s. It's got a little bit of dark comedy to it. Pretty much the way the game goes is you start in your house. You got 60 seconds to collect any materials, anything you might need to survive in your shelter for the upcoming weeks. After that 60 seconds is up, you have to find yourself at the shelter, otherwise you're dead. After that, it's pretty much a text-based game from that point on. You make decisions, you ration your food, you can send people out to scavenge, different stuff like that. The game's actually really cool. There's a few different modes to play. I'm going to run you through apocalyptic mode. Let's hop over to the game and I'll show you guys a little bit about this. Alright, we're going to hop into a new game. And we're going to go to apocalypse mode. Atomic drill is pretty much just the tutorial. Scavenge is just the part before the shelter, so you can practice scavenging materials. And then survival is just the basement part, or just the shelter part. And I don't really care to play that. They give you all the supplies you pretty much need. And I guess it's easy if you're trying to get the achievements. But the apocalypse mode is definitely my favorite mode to play. We're going to hop into that. We're going to keep it on Little Boy Easy. It actually gets very, very difficult to survive. So I'm going to show you guys on Little Boy Easy this time. And we start here in our house. It gives us a little bit of time to kind of look around. There's a map there. There are a few things that you do really want to grab a whole lot. You see the radio right there, or the TV's telling us that we should probably bring ammunition, so it's a good idea to look for ammunition. And we should have some laying around somewhere. It's time to go though. We want the Boy Scouts book. Take the flashlight. Grab this water real quick. We'll come back down here. Throw all that in. Let's come back down to the end. We're going to grab Timmy and the health pack. Come back down. Drop this off. Okay, let's come in here. Looks like we got some ammo on the floor right here, and that's what we need. We'll grab these cans of soup and this water. Water and food is a necessity, just as in any survival situation. I actually got quite a few good things next to the spawn, or next to the shelter entrance this time, so it's not so difficult. I do need some water. Need some water bad, and we got to get there quick. Okay, it's time to go. Looks like Timmy's the only one that's going to make it with us. We got what we can get. I don't know if I got the map or a gas mask. I didn't get a gas mask. Oh, that's going to be rough. Maybe we can get lucky and get one. Alright, so now we're in the shelter survival part. If you collect the rest of the family, they'd all be sitting here with you. Unfortunately, only me and Timmy made it. Timmy is safe, and that's what matters. We barely got out of here in time ourselves. We have no idea what happened to Mary Jane or Dolores. Maybe they're okay. Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans. We'll sleep on cans. We'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. Plenty of water means we don't have time to worry about that for some time. Means we don't have to worry about that for some time. Okay. This is the best stocked shelter we've ever seen. We've never seen another one, but we're pretty sure this is a good amount of supplies. Okay. Every day you'll get to ration stuff out, and it'll tell you in the text before rationing who needs what. So as of right now, nobody really needs anything. We're just going to skip rationing. How about that lake we've been going to for the past few years? It would be so good to find ourselves there, far away from all this madness. Swim a little, maybe take a boat ride, even if the whole place turned into Adamville. Alright, so that's our first day. We're going to go into our second day. Still, it's better to be safe down here than dead up there. Despite the dire circumstances and all the trouble we are going through, Timmy is being very brave. There's nothing going on with Ted, nothing new anyways. Okay, so nobody needs anything today. Alright, what's that trickling sound and why is the wall so wet? What are we about to get flooded? We need to do something, save the supplies. So hopefully nothing will get too injured in this flood we just had. Looks like everything's okay. We're all about survival in poker games, so it wasn't too surprising when we went after our lucky set of cards first. Not a single card got wet, but plenty of the other supplies were submerged. After a while, the water level dropped, but the damage it did was quite intensive. we'll have to deal with that. Timmy prefers apple juice. Right now he needs some water. Ted is really thirsty. So we'll ration them both a little bit of water. It doesn't look like anything got destroyed. We've been hearing strange noises lately. Is it coming from the outside, or is it something that came into the shelter with us? Could it be? We found nothing. We feel like we might be going crazy. We should probably get busy with something to keep us occupied before this gets worse. So we'll play some cards. I want to keep everybody sane. Alright. Having some fun made us forget about... what was it again? Despite the dire circumstances and all the trouble we were going through, Timmy's being very brave. Ted's not complaining. Okay, so we're good. Nobody needs anything today. Play a game, they said. It will be fun, they said. They never mentioned picking one would be so much trouble. I know the feeling on that. Alright, so we're into our 5th day. We played Truth or Dare. When it turned out we only kept asking questions, and the most common was, are we going to eat anything besides tomato soup? We decided that's enough games for now. Timmy's on his best behavior. How long will that last? And Ted is fine. So no rationing anything out today. The problem is simple. If we don't wash ourselves, we'll get sick. Seriously sick. It smells really bad down here and doesn't seem like it'll get any better over the next couple of days. How about we do something to fix it? I'm not sure what we could do with the ammo. I'm not going to click on it because the broadcast said we needed it, so we might need it for something else. I'm just going to save it, and my God, they're going to get stinky. Oh, they're going to get sick. That's not good. The world has ended. Who cares about showering? We can get used to it. Adapting shouldn't be hard. It will be like a camping trip. It will... oh no, that smell is just terrible. Don't puke. Don't. Suspicious looking stains cover parts of the page. How about getting Timmy something to drink? He's not looking well. He's not feeling very well. Ted should get something to drink too. Okay, so they're both sick. That is not good. Terrible start for day 6. We always steered away from casinos, gambling dens, so when a man came to our door, told us he would be a gambler, we were suspicious. He invited us to play a game. He proposed a 2 water bottle bet in a card game. No. We want to hold on to our water. It's not worth losing. We don't have enough to lose yet. Okay, let's see. Gambling is a terrible habit. What kind of example is that to set for the kids? We need supplies, but we're not getting them like that. We'd sooner rob someone. We sent that man away. Good riddance. Nothing to report on Timmy. The morning has been calm enough for Ted, and he's doing well. They're both still sick. I'm going to heal Ted. Use our first aid kit, because if Ted dies, it's game over. Alright, we had thought phone calls were a thing of the past after the atomic bomb obliterated everything in our little town. A phone booth on our street survived the bombing somehow, and it seems it's ringing right now. We should send someone to answer it. So we're going to send Timmy out. Hopefully Timmy will bring back some first aid. Maybe. Because Ted's back to feeling fine. When we answered the phone, we could hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they will get back to us. Okay, we were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland safe with us now. Timmy's really tired, and Ted has recovered from his sickness. I don't have another health kit, so Timmy's just going to have to be sick for now. Hopefully he doesn't die. A group of people dressed in green pajamas knocking on our hatch is not something that we anticipated, yet this is exactly what happened. Furthermore, they insisted they are merry men and wish to take from the rich and give to the poor. We're pretty poor, so maybe we could make some new friends. Should we let them in? This is a risky decision right here. I'm going to go ahead and let them in and see if we can get something out of it. If not, it might be game over. We're into day 9. I don't see anything new in our... Let's see, we might have got some water. Oh, they gave us a radio. Okay, those merry folks were very kind. They noticed we didn't have a radio and so offered us one. When we asked where they got it from, they said the 1%. Awesome. Timmy doesn't need much, but he should drink. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Okay, so Ted needs food and water, and Timmy just needs water, right? Timmy doesn't need much, he should drink, yes. Okay. Enough sitting around, it's time to visit the surface and look for some additional supplies. Maybe something survived the blast, maybe someone is still alive. So we're going to send Timmy out again. Hopefully he can bring a first aid kit back this time for himself. Otherwise, he is going to die. Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. There's nothing going on with Ted, nothing new anyway. Okay, so no supplies needed. It's difficult to keep our spirits up in this situation. We do hope this whole mess will be over soon, or else. Alright, we're on to our 11th day. Now, I'm not sure what happened here. I've seen this come up a couple times. I don't know if it's a bug or what, but it won't let me go back a page. And it says, or else we might face dangers we've never dreamt of. And it just lets me know that Ted is hungry. But it seems like there's a page there should have been before that. I'm not sure if it's not showing up or what. Time to listen to some radio chatter. Maybe we'll pick up on some useful shred of information on how to get out of this mess. We'll listen to the radio. Alright, 12 days. I think my longest surviving ever was 78 days, and I died after that. Timmy was gone. Timmy wound up dying. He never came back from the wasteland. And I went outside to check on something and lost my place. Nothing, and nothing. We could nothing but the annoying static. Better luck next time. Okay, I guess it meant we could hear nothing. Where's water when Ted needs it? So we'll give Ted some water. It's been a while. We don't know what is happening on the surface. Let's try listening to the radio again, see if we can catch an announcement or something. Timmy's still not back, and it's day 13. We were able to get a weak signal and tap into government's emergency announcement service, and guess what? Great news. The fallout outside is mostly gone. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. Alright, there's nothing going on with new with Ted, so we'll just skip that. As long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in, but we'll have to leave eventually. It would be good to head straight to safety instead of getting ourselves into more trouble, if that's even possible in this situation. Our hope is that our brave soldiers will come to rescue us and take us to some well-hidden, well-stocked government shelter. Timmy had comics about those, so you know they must exist. All we need to do is make contact with the military. So let's listen to the radio. We are lacking a map, and that's not good. We really need a map. Oh, we do have a map. Oh, Timmy brought back a map, it looks like, and a gas mask. He didn't bring back any first aid, though, and he's still pretty sick. We made contact, the military is out there, and they're coming for us. All we need to do now is wait patiently. The soldier with the boring voice was very specific about this. Help is on the way. We just need to wait for further instructions and keep our radio in working order. Okay. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us. We believe that our expedition to the wasteland must have been followed by strangers. We should be more cautious next time. Alright, our expedition went directly to visit the primary school. Not for education, of course. Oh no. We were desperate for supplies, and the school was our best chance of getting them. Everybody adored the lunch lady. She was almost 80, and everything she touched tasted great and smelled of tomato. Now we know her secret, tomato soup cans. Alright, so we got one can of tomato soup. PE teacher was a World War II veteran. He kept some of his war trophies and memorabilia in his office at school. This includes grenades, a bazooka, and a fully functional gas mask. I would have taken the grenades and bazooka too. The geography classroom was very poorly equipped. The only useful item we could find was a map of our town. Still better than nothing. The map is a great find. Timmy's very hungry. Nothing wrong with Ted. Okay, so let's feed Timmy. We need medical supplies. We don't have the bug spray. You can make drugs out of bug spray, but we are lacking bug spray right now, so we're going to have to skip this. So sad for Timmy. Hopefully he doesn't die. Timmy's still alive, day 15. Too bad we didn't have that spray. Excellent. Oh, wait, homemade drugs sounds like an excellent idea. How about getting Timmy something to drink, and Ted should drink too. So we'll get them both a little bit of water. Okay. Apocalypse or not, we can't ignore our kids' education needs. Timmy has spent too much time without reading a single thing. We need to get him to read again, otherwise he will grow up to be an analphabetic savage? Analphabetics? I've never heard that word before. Alright. So we give him the Boy Scout book to read. Hopefully he learns something. The only book we have with us is the Scout Handbook, and it's more than enough to get Timmy reading. He might learn a thing or two along the way. Perfect. Timmy's looking very pale. That's not good. Okay, and Ted is hungry. Very worried about Timmy. Timmy might not make it another day. We were about to finish our dinner, if you can call it that, when we heard someone knocking on the door. It seems to be a trader who's very interested in ammunition. How about that? That's risky. The last time I didn't let a guy in that wanted to trade ammunition, he threw a smoke grenade in, stole my ammunition, and left. I don't know if it's worth it. Let's go ahead and trade it with him. Maybe he'll give us a first aid kit. I don't see anything new. Did he rob us? Oh, he gave us 1 can of soup. Come on. Alright, our visitor was very happy to get some ammunition. In return, he offered us rations. It wasn't much, but something is always better than nothing. Timmy needs to eat. There's nothing going on with Ted. So give Timmy some food. Alright, we might be safe inside these walls, but there are other problems to consider. None of us can sleep properly. Great, now we're going to start having sleeping problems and everybody's going to go crazy. This isn't good. Day 18. Alright, bravely ignoring our symptoms, we tried to get at least an hour or 2 of sleep. No luck. We're even more tired than we were when there were other problems we'll need to face soon. Let's just hope our yawning will be enough to scare raiders away or save us from radiation sickness. Timmy doesn't need much, but he should drink. Ted needs water. Okay, both of them need water. So we'll give Ted some water and we'll give Timmy some water. Flip the page. We need medical supplies. We don't have it, so we can't make drugs. This is no bueno, guys. I'm worried for Timmy. I'm surprised he's lasted this long. Okay, nobody needs anything today. Skip that. Timmy has always enjoyed running around like crazy and riding his bike. A compact shelter has little to offer for a boy with legs that are way too long. He's been asking and asking for a chance to get outside. Should we risk his life and send him for a short walk? I don't think he'll find anything. And he'll probably die. He's gonna die anyways. We might as well just send him out and maybe he'll come back with something from his short walk. That way his rotting corpse isn't smelling up the shelter if he does die. Uh-oh, Timmy should have returned by now. We need to face the possible worst scenario. He might not be coming back. Okay. When we consented, Timmy almost hit his head on the ceiling. We figured that if he doesn't encounter any savages, mutated beasts, or killer mimes, he should be fine and back soon enough. Ted needs to eat. The military is transmitting again. They said their first step is to locate any remaining survivors. A plane will be doing a sweep over our neighborhood this evening, and we're supposed to be outside in the open and signaling with a flashlight. Let's do that, and hopefully somebody doesn't take our shelter while we were outside. Okay. Everything was going as planned, but then the flashlight stopped working. We were lucky to get it fixed just in time to hear the distant roar of the plane's engine. We're pretty sure the pilot saw us. Let's see if they get back to us. And Ted needs some water. This is insane. We keep finding spiders everywhere. They're in our soup, they're in our water. We swear some of them keep coming back, and they're bigger every time we see them. It can't go on like this. It's time to wage war on these spiders. Okay, kill them with the book. Hopefully we don't get bit. A good book is a solution to any problem you encounter. This includes marauding spiders. A few precise hits and suddenly every spider is aware of what the word decimation means. We also found a misplaced soup can while hunting those pesky spiders. That was one bountiful hunt. Okay, Ted's not complaining, he doesn't need anything, and we gained 1 thing of soup. We are low on water, and that's not good. We've discussed everything we could, and no one is willing to chat anymore. The silence is really disturbing. It's because there's nobody to talk to, Ted. We should do something before we start talking to ourselves instead. Let's listen to the radio. Moving on to day 23. How fortunate. We took the radio with us. We can probably listen to some music. They still play music out there, don't they? Alright, nothing going on with Ted. We can skip rationing. And we cannot make drugs. So, no sleeping pills for Ted. He's probably going to go insane. Still doing okay, though. Ted needs water. Let's give him some water. We would expect the post-apocalypse to be a time of peace and quiet, since you know most of the people aren't around anymore. Yet here we have someone at the door. When we opened it, we encountered a strange-looking man in a blue jumpsuit who asked us to trade him a water chip. Water chip? What the hell is that? We don't have a water chip. You know what a water chip is. I'm not giving him no water. We were sorry to explain we didn't know what a water chip was and that we didn't have one. He thanked us in a few short words and left. Okay, and Ted needs to eat. Time to listen to some radio chatter. See if we can find some information. Day 26. Alright, oh damn it, something blew up inside the radio and the wretched thing caught fire. Damn it! We were able to put it out, but it doesn't work anymore. There isn't much going on with Ted, nothing new. Hopefully I can fix that. I do have the Scout Handbook, and I think that will help me fix the radio. One of the cupboards in the shelter was a bit shaky, so we pulled it out to give it a new home. In the process, we discovered a secret door. Where does it lead? No idea, but let's find out. Let's take the flashlight. We don't want a ricochet to come back and hit us in the head or anything. Alright, doesn't look like we found anything useful. Found nothing. Well, that was a waste of time. Great. Ted is thirsty, so give him some water. And we cannot make drugs. It keeps offering us to make these, but we don't have the bug spray container. Day 28. It's getting rough. Too bad we didn't have that spray. Homemade drugs sound like an excellent idea. Nothing wrong with Ted. Skip rationing. I'm wondering what happened to Uncle Brian. He should have been far from where the bombs fell, but no one knows. It would be great to find out. He always looked on the bright side of life, so maybe we should too, but it's not easy. Say, didn't we have a photo of him tucked away in one of the books at home? We'll check the Boy Scout book, see if maybe the photo was inside. That'll cheer him up. See a picture of an old relative. We did. The photo we were looking for was stuck between the pages of the Scout Handbook. What a lucky coincidence. It's a bit blurry, but it's still a wonderful surprise. And Ted needs to eat. Let's give him some soup. And nobody can go outside, because if we leave, somebody's going to steal our shelter. We have nobody to send out, so... Childish drawings on a map are not exactly a good reason to risk our heads in this whole mess of a situation. What would be buried there, if anything at all? Half a dozen bottle caps? Clearly not worth the risk. Okay, Ted needs something to drink. Let's see what they offer us today. They want us to go outside again. Hear that? It sounds like a herd of animals are stampeding above our heads across what used to be our beautiful lawn. They're not getting away with that. It might be a perfect opportunity. No way. It's probably soldiers. And not our soldiers. Man, Ted's looking bad. Look at him. He's looking rough. Tomato soup all over his sweater. A hunting excursion sounds way too risky. What if these are not your average animals, but mutated spider lions or worse? Okay, nothing going on with Ted. Skip rationing. It's never a good time to go out into the radioactive wasteland, but it seems this will become a necessity in this new world. We thought it would be a good idea to make this happen sooner rather than later, and planned a trip outside before we could make the third step beyond the shelter doors. Unknown creatures started growling at us in the darkness. We had only moments to decide what to do. Shoot it! Shoot it! What happened with it? A quick shot with the rifle was more than enough to scare it away, or maybe bring down whatever creature stalked us in the darkness. We never saw it again, and Ted is fine. Skip rationing. Can't make drugs. Skip that. On to the next day. Without the right supplies, you can get pretty much just stuck in your shelter with nothing but just your food and water till you run out. Too bad we didn't have the spray. Ted's hungry, and he needs water, so we'll give him both. And we are down to one bottle of water. That is not good. Ted cannot go outside. Not yet, anyways. We'll send him out if we run out of water. Ted's not complaining. At least not today. We can skip rationing. Okay, a woman came by with a creature she claims is a camel, provided that camels have 5 legs. The animal is carrying a pack of goods for trades. Offers 1 water in exchange for a checkerboard. We don't have any of that stuff. Why couldn't she ask for cards? Okay, so we get no water from the trader today. We're still stuck with our 1 bottle. Alright, let's see. In the end, we decided her offers were not for us. Maybe another time if she comes back. Ted's fine. Skip rationing. Nobody can go outside. You can't go out, Ted. Sorry. Day 36. All Ted wishes for is a few drops of water. And no, you cannot go outside. The only reason I refuse to go outside right now is because if you go outside, you run a really big chance of losing your shelter. Somebody comes in and locks you out. So I'm going to survive in here with the water I have. Hopefully another trader will come by and I can get some water. If not, might be SOL. We decided against going for an inspection of the tank. For all we know, it might be a trap or simply a burnt out wreck. Not worth our time and effort. Okay. Ted's not complaining much. He doesn't need anything. He can't go outside. Running through these days pretty quick with nothing to do. Ted needs to eat. There's a lot of space down here and we can smell everything. When one of the wall bricks got loose today and revealed a hole, we felt pretty sick. It's the smell coming from the hole. It's terrible. Should we investigate and remove the source of the stench? Yes. We don't want to get sick. Okay. We looked into the hole fearing something might come at us with claws, fangs, or other mutated and sharp body parts, but nothing happened. Instead, we found a dead rat who was trying to break into a can of tomato soup. He failed miserably. We have a feeling we'll be luckier than him, so we confiscated it. We gave the rat a proper burial in an empty can. He deserved that much. Ted needs water. I wish we would have found some water. And no medical supplies. Day 40. Alright, too bad we didn't have that. Yeah. Ted's not complaining. Skip rationing. Increase our food supply by simply playing a card game, but that's what we were offered by a man. 2 cans of food, we win. We get his 2 cans. Screw it, let's do it. We got 2 cans to spare. Maybe we'll win. Alright. Ha! Lady Luck has smiled on us. We won a vicious game of war. The man wasn't too happy about it, but he delivered on his promise. There's nothing going on with Ted. We got 2 cans of soup. I wish that would have been water. Skip rationing and skip that because Ted's not going outside yet. Man, Ted, you look bad. You look real bad, Ted. He's rumbling, it's rumbling and he's thirsty. Great, so there goes a little bit of our water. We were about to go to sleep when we heard someone knocking on the door. Who could it be at this hour? Who could it be this part of the wasteland? How in the hell did they survive the nuke? Should we open up? Let's open it up. I mean, what do we got to lose? We hardly got any water. They might be able to help us. They might steal from us. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Someone started shooting at us. We closed the hatch as quickly as I could, but a shot or 2 grazed us. Ted was hurt. Great, so Ted is hurt. We have no medical supplies. We're almost out of water. Bandits are at the door promising us the worst fate we can imagine if we don't let them in. It's time to take a stand or surrender. Let's shoot the bandits. We will fight as long as we can. We will survive as long as we can. We're able to defend our home this time. What if they come back? Alright, nothing going on with Ted. Enough sitting around. I'm not going to risk going to the service yet. We still got 1 little drink of water. Alright. Ted should drink something. And this is probably where we run out of water. I feel like something was staring at us from the corner of the shelter. We think it's a rat, or at least it looks like a rat on a very good diet. We decided we need to do something about it. To put it more bluntly, it's either him or us. Let's kill him with the axe. We gotta be careful shooting our gun inside. Hopefully we won the battle. Whatever it was, it's dead now. Quite dead. Maybe there's more hiding somewhere in one of those nasty little holes. Ted's stomach is rumbling, so let's feed him. A gang of thugs started banging on our door, ordering us to surrender and give up all our supplies. How do we respond to these scumbags? We shoot them. Day 47. Poor Ted. Lost his whole family. We were able to defend our home. Ted is still suffering from his injuries. It's okay. It took me a bullet wound. Okay, now we're going to send Ted out. We're probably going to lose our shelter right here. Let's cross our fingers and hope we don't, but every time I've done this, I've lost my shelter, so it might be GG. That's it. Damn it. So we go to our journal here and see what happened. When we came back to the shelter, we couldn't get in, and all we could hear was chanting and prayers. Apparently someone thought it was a good idea to turn our home into their prayer house. Damn it. The end. Well, that was a rough go. I wanted to save 2 family members instead of just Timmy. I don't know, the spawn points for the supplies weren't in the best spot. It's a great game though. I definitely recommend going out and getting this, guys, when it releases. Let me see real quick. I believe it releases May 25th. So I'll leave a link to the Steam store page in the description below. Go check it out. Add it to your wish list. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any comments, questions, anything, leave them down in the comments section below. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, happy gaming.